The island night breathed around him. Wind moving through palm leaves. The distant, endless turning of the sea. A world that did not know his name, nor cared for his survival. A land of savages and pirates, far from home. He had eaten. That alone made the night different. A bowl had been left beside him after dusk, with broth thick with bones and root, unfamiliar but warm, but there if needed. Earlier he had drank it slowly, as though the heat might leave him if he hurried. When it was gone, he lay back against the woven wall of the shelter and let the dark take him. Some time later, when the moon had climbed high enough to slip silver light through the gaps, something cool touched his cheek. Not wind, not rain. The boy woke all at once, breath caught, heart pounding. He turned his head, expecting pain, teeth, claws, hands. Instead, a nose. Cold, damp, curious. The animal drew back slightly, then leaned in again, sniffing him as though the boy were the strange thing here. Moonlight revealed scruffy fur, uneven ears, eyes bright with quiet intelligence. A dog. Dogs had walked beside humans for centuries, guarded homes, followed hunters, crossed oceans, but this boy had never slept beside one. Never felt the steady presence of something that chose to stay. They watched each other in silence. The dog tilted its head. The boy lifted his hand, slowly. When the dog did not flee, his fingers touched fur. Warm, real. The dog stepped closer and curled against the boy's chest as if the space had been waiting for it. The boy swallowed hard. He had not known how alone he was until something eased that loneliness without asking. The dog had come because someone, somewhere, believed the boy should not face the night alone. When the boy lay back, the dog pressed close, a living warmth against his side. By morning, the boy would still be captive. The island would still be strange. The future would still be uncertain. But for this night, he slept, unafraid. Aminata sat by the fire, its low breath licking the night air, her gaze fixed on Lazarus's plantation home crowning the hill above the village. For 14 years, Lazarus had rebuilt it, brick by brick, stone by stone, using the remnants left behind by the Spanish long before the rebels ever claimed the islands. The house stood apart, wrapped in balconies, its wide windows open to every wind. It was beautiful, powerful, untouchable. Like him. Serafina lived in his heart, and so she lived there as well. Her presence infused the walls and halls, the floors and chambers. The bedrooms were all christened by her. No matter the turmoil between king and queen, all the sisters knew the truth of it. Lazarus was Serafina's man. That was Serafina's home. This was the story of the faithful. The sisters were free to love, free to take husbands, many of them, but none of them had claims on the king, though most of them have been invited to his bed, as it should be. Or should it? Lazarus was a man with an appetite as vast as the sea. No matter the resistance, many women were drawn to him. Many had sons by him. Many had shed tears over secret desires they must carry in silence for him. and all of it was to protect their queen. Aminata was one of these many sisters. Her mistake had not been desire. Desire was permitted. Her mistake was falling in love. Below the hill, the pirates' village thrived, men hardened by war and salt. They were known as the chain breakers. Each escaping servitude or enslavement, they were trained by the Brotherhood of Three. There was Lazarus, the captain, king, and unchallenged leader. Barnabas, the prophet, strategist, and brain. Then Fletcher, the navigator, from a line of seamen who could sail through any stormy waters. Every man had to know how to read, speak at least 3 languages, and be a natural hunter and killer. These pirates shaped a society in which women ruled and men followed. Why? Was it the mothers and the teachings of the prophecy, or something more? Aminata believed that the men valued the matriarchy because it restored balance to their tortured lives. All of them motherless and wandering the sea without anchors. The women were their rocks. Only here, on the 3 islands, did women hold complete control. That was why it was forbidden to linger too long. Tempest was temptation. A singular love could soften discipline. Love could undo faith. Still, Aminata longed for the 12th moon, when having that singular connection was not only granted, but rewarded. She secretly hoped Serafina would reject Lazarus, if only once, just once more, and Aminata would finally be invited inside. Not for love, but for reckoning, to confront Lazarus and the hypocrisy he had sown into the sisterhood. How had he allowed their beloved Serafina to bear the insult of his divided devotion, embedding himself in so many hearts of her sisters, while demanding she remain faithful and singular to him alone? Aminata wanted release. She wanted every night she had spent in his bed stripped from her soul. She wanted the spell lifted. It would not happen. She knew. She knew her fate was sealed, as was all of theirs, because it was the unfaithful within them that would bring about the prophecy and make sure that all were tested. So Aminata the faithful would cling to her other love, the only man powerful enough to dilute the spell Lazarus had cast over her heart. Fletcher. She did not hear him sit beside her, but she felt him long before he touched the ground. Fletcher carried the presence the way Lazarus and Barnabas did among the men. Together, the 3 influenced the lives and destiny of all the men. To be paired with any of them elevated a woman's standing, her authority, her protection, even if captured by another pirate off the island. These men, outside of their lives with their mates and community, could be what nightmares come from, and Fletcher was hers.
"Your son is on the gale," he said quietly.
The spell broke.
"Which son?"
She murmured, still staring at the hill.
"Our son."
Fletcher corrected gently. She looked away at last. Her boy was strong, brave like his father, already dreaming of the sea, already yearning to stand at Fletcher's side.
"You didn't take him,"
she said, sharper than intended.
"You promised me."
"Not yet,"
Fletcher replied.
"Too young. Still learning the rhythms of work, salt, and obedience. Cleaning decks, repairing ropes. You know what we expect. He's becoming..."
They shared a smile, quiet, proud. Parents watching a child stretch toward something larger than them both. Fletcher's face softened when he smiled. He was handsome in a way that came from peace rather than conquest, the only man among them not fleeing a blood-soaked past from enslavers, a white man who had chosen this life without coercion, who never shared his origins, though his hair was fiery red like her sister Imara, the strong one, who was rescued from a ship and taken in by the mothers a decade ago. He was one of the few men who refused to be paired with another woman. He took care of her heart and their son. He nurtured her divided spirit and understood her secret desires for his best friend. Whether it made him jealous or not, he never showed it. He loved her. Aminata missed their son with a sharpness she had not expected. Motherhood never loosened its grip. It only changed shape. Fletcher felt it too. So did the space between them. Aminata had honored every law placed before her, except the quiet cruelties that no one named. She was one of the few with no daughters. 6 sons between 3 husbands. The oldest belonged to Lazarus. What haunted her now was not Lazarus. It was the child found that day. The boy was sent into the waters as bait. There was no doubting it. He walked out of those waters to lure them back into the sea, to bring the final war.
You're worried.
The prophecy is nothing to celebrate. War is coming. The next wave will bring the death of all we have. I can feel it. This is paradise, but the world beyond our shadow waters is not. They hunt people like me, like my sisters, like your brothers.
And men like me do the hunting. That is why we prepare. That is why the mothers teach. Why you and your sisters gift us sons. We will be ready for the second wave, the third, and then paradise.
You believe this? After everything you've seen.
I believe,
He said, taking her hand, kissing it.
because of everything I've seen with you.
She smiled.
You missed me.
I've ached for you. Every moon.
She kissed him before fear could steal the moment. The fire crackled. The night leaned closer. When he asked her to stay, to break the rules just once, she hesitated only long enough to feel the ache of wanting. Wanting him. Wanting rest. Wanting to wake beside her sons. To be a mother again. Wife again. Not just faithful.
Yes. I will stay.
He lifted her easily, laughter spilling from her lips as he carried her through the forest. It was a long walk, a gentle climb, and he never faltered. Beyond his modest home lay a quiet waterfall, its pool calm and sheltered. It was there that their union had once given them a son. The moment she stepped into the water again, she felt herself drawn to him, tempted to create another life. It was wrong, so wrong. The 12th moon was coming, and her fertility belonged to another husband. Still, standing in their waters, on that blessed night, she did not care. They made love, again and again, until her body gave out to his all-consuming passion. She found herself in his bed, unable to resist him. His care unraveled her. When she met his eyes in pure exhaustion, her heart softened completely. Only then did he let her sleep. Their bodies remembered each other the way hands remember tools, the way skin remembers sun. Laughter gave way to silence. She drifted on the familiar comfort of belonging completely to someone. No more loneliness for him, or this. Just reunion. She wasn't the king's concubine. She was a wife, a partner, a beloved under Fletcher's devotion. For a few stolen hours, Aminata was whole. She was ready. She felt the promise of what the prophecy truly offered, not war, but unity. A future where men and women would live together again, where she would raise a daughter at his side. The reward for faith. Dawn came too soon. The conch horn sounded as the sun crested the hills. Time was done. From the shore, she glimpsed one of her sons waving, standing beside his father, who had the same longing for her that Fletcher had in his eyes. She winked at him, knowing the 12th moon would give him his time. He bowed his head in understanding. Then she saw her queen returning with the boy, and the little dog trotting at his side. The time for peace was over. And Aminata the faithful walked back to the sea, to her destiny.